welcome to the third episode of Claire Bear Cooks, and today we're going to be making teriyaki chicken and some brown rice.
First thing I have over here is just in a saucepan. I've just followed the directions to make some brown rice, and then over here I have some chicken marinated in a teriyaki marinade, 2 chicken breasts, and the marinade is just really simple, just some light lime vinaigrette and some sweet original gourmet teriyaki sauce. And the reason for this is to give it some zing instead of adding like lemons or limes. That's just pretty much what this is for. And this is really good. And I've just added a little bit. I haven't used that. This is brand new. Probably used that much of this, and this is also brand new, and about that much of the vinaigrette. And I've just done what you should do to any regular piece of chicken. Just taking it and just keep on flipping it into the marinade, getting it really good soaked in there. And the reason for a marinade, some people ask me, what is the reason for a marinade? And it is for, 1, to get it really moist, and 2, to get it really flavorful so when you cook it. Yeah, and I'm going to come back to you in about an hour, and half an hour, and I'm going to show you guys how to cook this. So just put that in the fridge, put some foil over it, and just let that sit in your fridge for about half an hour to an hour. So what I have here is just a regular pan, and I'm just going to put that right here. And instead of using any oil or anything, I'm just going to use the marinade sauce so we don't waste any of this. And some people say you have to wait for the pan to get really nice and hot, but it's fine if you don't, because I don't really have that much time right now. I'm just going to throw in a quick video for you guys because I haven't done one in a couple days. So I'm just going to take our chicken breasts, put them on the pan. Okay. There we go, and we want to put in our marinade sauce to this. And this is just to not waste anything, and it's the same good sauce that we were going to add if we didn't use the marinade sauce, but it's the same sauce that we would add. It's just some teriyaki sauce and some lime vinaigrette, and it's just a really good marinade and a cooking sauce because of how flavorful it is. And I'm going to cook this on the stove for, say, 5 minutes, and then I'm going to flip it, and then I'm going to cut it in half so that I can get this evenly incorporated and stuff. So after I cook this for about 5 minutes, I'm going to come back to you guys, and I'm going to cut these in half, and I'm going to show you what they should look like. I already flipped these, and as you can see, this sauce should start to bubble, and this is because of, you want it to do this so that it can get glazed, and it can get really pretty, and this sauce usually bubbles really well because of the ingredients in it, and I have not added salt and pepper yet, but I will in a couple minutes, and after I add the salt and pepper, I'm going to cut these in half, and then you guys will see what I do. So I cut these in half, and they should look something like that. I butterflied them, and they should look like that. The sauce is still bubbling. And let's check on the rice over here. It is bubbling down, and I'd say in about 20 more minutes we're going to check on that, and we're going to see how the rice is doing. And then over here, just want to cook that until it is thoroughly cooked. And I'm going to come back to you guys when the rice is ready, and I'm going to show you how to plate this.
So we're just waiting on our rice right now. But for now, what we're going to do is we're going to take a knife, just a regular knife, and I'm going to show you how to cut this chicken beautifully. So you want to take, I'm going to let this cool, I already let this cool for a couple of minutes, say like 5 minutes or so. And I've already let this cool, and I want to take one piece over, put it right down in the center, and use your knife for this part because you really want to. And you kind of want to cut it at like a slant because it makes it really pretty when you do that. Just cut it at a slant, and doesn't have to be thick pieces. It can be as thin as you want them. So just cut these, and you can do how many slices as you want per piece of chicken. And the reason why you can cut them as many pieces as you want is because I'm not going to give you a specific amount because some people like their meat really thin, some people like their pieces really thick, so it really matters on your taste. So I'm going to cut the rest of these as I have been doing right now, and when I am done, I'm going to show you what the plating should look like with the finished rice, and then it should just look really pretty, and I just want you guys to do that, and it should turn out as good as mine. So I have my plate right here, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my chicken. here's my chicken with my tongs. And then I'm gonna grab my rice. I'm gonna put it right here. So what I want to do for plating wise, first what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make sure your rice is ready. When it's ready. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take 1 spoonful of your rice. Start with that in the center. Put 1 more spoonful in, and just it depends on how much you want, by how many spoonfuls you put in. So 1 goes right there, 2 goes there, and then once you're done with that, you want to take your tongs. I'll move this out of the way. You want to take your tongs and you want to grab as many pieces of chicken as you want. Just make sure that they're beautifully plated, preferably like slanted wise, so that you can see how juicy it is on the inside. It looks really pretty that way, so just make sure you serve it how I'm doing it, and I promise you'll get a lot of good reviews. So just 1 more piece of chicken, 2 more pieces of chicken for this plate, and I'm done for the chicken and the rice. And I want to come over here to our leftover sauce. I'm gonna call this kind of like a teriyaki gravy. And I'm gonna take 1 spoonful of this. Just gonna slant it. Take 1 spoonful. Put it on the plate. And kind of leave a trail, I guess. And then, if you want to, you can dollop a little bit more of this, drizzle that across the top. And it's optional to make a couple of vegetables. For this case, I'm not going to be, but if you want to, just add a couple of vegetables, and you'll be good to go. So, here's our finished product. It just looks really pretty, and that's how you serve it. And remember, kids, cooking is cool.